Okay, welcome to another episode of Falcon BMS 4.37 update number 2, the Balance of Power campaign. In this mission, it is a dead mission, destruction of enemy air defenses, but instead of using harms this time, we are using GBU-39s. So we're going to be launching quite a few of those on some SA-5 launchers that are way out here. A little bit behind enemy lines, but not too far. Not too far. So here's our target. As we can see, they are quite well grouped up. Let me see if I can get a better angle. There we go. So in SA-5 here, SA-5 here, a truck, SA-5, SA-5. So that's the target. Now we have some Hornets, some F-18s that are going to be taking out these radars. A square pair, the Barlock, in the odd group. So all those are going to be targeted before we get on site, so our holding point is super valuable in this particular mission. Now in the data cartridge I have set up target steer points, not only for just target steer points but also weapon target steer points, just in case of the SA-5s. And thank goodness we are going to have a targeting pod, as we can see in our loadout, targeting pod to help us out. So we have 8 GBU-39s, a couple of heaters, a couple of slammers, a couple of bags for additional fuel, targeting pod, and then a jammer pod. Really dressed up to the T's today.
Alright, listen up.
Looking at the briefing, here we are. My call sign is going to be Mudhen 11, and then Gypsy 4 is going to be the F-18s that are going to be destroying the enemy radars. And of course, this is just to open up the way for strikes in the area to blow bridges if needed, enemy support assets and resources. And here's our flight plan. So take off at 17:48 and then land at 18:35. So a little less than an hour in the sky. So hopefully we should be all good to go. Intraflight is going to be on channel 16 this time instead of 15. I'll have to remember that getting into it. Other than that, the comms ladder is relatively the same. Here's our IFF plan that's scheduled for the different codes that are changing by the hour, which is automatically loaded into the TGP. Weather over the base is going to be fair, with winds at 56 or 56 degrees at 1 knot, and then it's going to be sunny. With wind 204 at 1 knot, and then coming back the wind is going to change to 255 at 0 knots, so it should be a very standard, very easy landing. Should be. And then our emergency procedures and ROE are basically staying the same. Let's see. Air threats, so might run into some enemy aircraft. I saw some MiGs kind of encroaching on the area, MiG-29s. Nothing more than that. So hopefully this should be a pretty quick and easy mission, because when we send out these GBU-39s, they're standoff weapons. So even though we'll likely be in the target zone of the SA-5s, by the time we launch them and turn away, we'll still be kind of out of range. And if they do decide to launch on us, we should be able to avoid them. But again, that's what the F-18s are for, to get rid of those radars before we even arrive. Let's get the IFF plan up to date, save that. Com plan, get that up to date, save that. And we'll see you in the pit. Let's see, 17:40, what time is it? 17:07, okay. Good enough. Let's go.
Sentry 7, radar contact, bullseye 183, 19,000.
Wasted it.
Prowler 2-1, we are RTB. Sentry 7, radar contact, bullseye 230, 27, 17,000. Magic 2, radar contact, bullseye 215, 54, 21,000. Sentry 7, radar contact, bullseye 162, 105, 16,000.
Hello. It is dark. I didn't realize it'd be this dark. In any case. Oh. Look at that. A10s. Okay, I think. Blip, 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 blip. JFS start 2. Okay. Not much else is really needed. Just the battery, fuel, air source. And you thought I was gonna forget to upload at this month as well, right? Because it's the top of the month of October? No. Okay. Coming up on 20% on the RPM. But anyway, still trying to do the outdoor things before things get really cold. And also, quite honestly, just hadn't had the motivation. Alright, so 25%. Got out of the detent. I just really didn't have the motivation to fly recently. Just been getting busy and a lot of things getting done around the house. Alright, 60%. Alright, FTIT has topped out. And we're looking at a good engine start. Okay. So done. Radar altimeter. FCR. Right hard point is the only hard point that needs to be turned on because that's the targeting pod. Okay. See the external. FAC. I'm just a flight acknowledgement. Okay, guess it did take. Pay no mind to the RWR. That's what I was forgetting. Just volumes. Okay. Get all that set up and ready to go. IFF to stand by. Formation lights. Probe heat. Good. Test. Good. Fire. Good. Oxygen low. But yeah, getting a lot of projects done around the house and then just kind of being tired from all that and...
Pull up. Altitude. Warning. Jammer. Counter. Chaff. Flare. Low. Out. Lock. IFF. Caution. Bingo. Data.
Okay, that's done. And I should have my knee board. Let me see. Yeah, the knee board is up to date with the target steer points. Three, four, five, six. So 2 bombs will be... I need 2 more targets, so we'll have to mark those as we go. Alright, so we're going to take out the safety pin for the EPU. FCR is still... loading up. Let's go ahead and test the EPU generator. Okay, test started. And looking good. Oh yeah, come to both. Duh. And keep it programmed, the countermeasures program to 1. Turn our taxi light on. Oh yeah, that's right. Flick a spit test. Doggone. Go to the data cartridge here. Excuse me. And also been dealing with allergies. So yeah, just been tired, not willing to, wasn't willing to do much of anything, not willing to do much of flying, and then also a string of board games still coming through and still slowly collecting, not really collecting, but acquiring more. Because I just got Sylveon. I've been waiting for that since 2015 because it was out of print for a long time and then just hadn't got around to ordering it, and then finally got Sylveon. Oh, did it pass? Because Flickus should have been up here. It passed. Excellent. Test. Clear that out. Now let's get the data cartridge out here and load the flight plan. But yeah, picked up Sylveon, picked up Save South Vietnam, and what else did I pick up? I picked up Space Infantry, and we're aligned for GPS. That was fast. Or I'm just starting up the jet really slow. Lift front controls, IFF to norm. Return. Okay. Let's come 1, 1, we'll go to come 2, that's 16 for intra-flight. Com 2 don't need IFF. Mode 1, 16, mode 3, 10. Easy enough to set up on the backup panel. List, don't need to change the bingo, we should be good. Data link is what we need to set up this time. So for Gypsy 4, we have Flight Lead 1-1, and then Wingman 1-2. That should be it, but let me double check my notes. Gypsy 4 is 2 F-18Ds. Alright. Excellent, so data link is set up. Let's get the Hemix ready to go. List. What is it? 0, RCL, sequence over, and what is that? Enter. 0, 0. Okay. And align. Alignment is good. Let's turn off Hemix. Okay. Now the Quest did have an update, quite a few updates, and then also virtual desktop. So things seem to be crisper to a degree. Like I can see a little bit clearer, even though the settings are the same. A lot sharper. Like the Hemix, it was super sharp. I've never seen it so sharp in my life. So I don't know if there's been an adjustment. Don't know if it'll look different on your end, but on my end, it looks super sharp. Okay, air-to-air mode. Let's see what we got. Here are the heaters. Slammers. These are the heaters. Good. Gun mode works. Dogfight mode. Cancel dogfight mode. All set. Master air-to-ground mode. Smiz. There are 8 GBUs. We're not going to power them up right now. We're going to keep the profile as is. Just singletons. Because we can do a spread of abreast or in a line. And then spacing as well. But I'm just going to do one-offs. And then maybe on the last one I'll just do... Wait, hold on. So I've got how many targets? 6 targets. So maybe on the last 2 I'll do it this way. With a spacing of like 100. Let me do... I'll set that up in the air. If I can do it quick enough. Okay, so everything there is good, in short. Back out of master air-to-ground mode. Turn off simulate mode. Now let's get the QNH from tower. Yep. Guess we gotta go to comm 2. Let's go back. With the QNH.
Mudhand 1-1, Lurmeek, QNH 3010.
3010. Interesting. Okay, that's done. Now, who are we waiting for? Panther 3. Our taxi time isn't for another, I think, 10 minutes. Nope. My taxi time is 17:42. A little slow. Getting everything set up. I'm so sorry. Okay. RWR test is good. Let's turn on the handoff mode. Then we'll turn on sensor mode once we get closer to the target area. So I won't be caught on the unawares. We're going to do auto for doggone the CMS countermeasures. Alright, so all that's set. Everything is set in the jet. I don't know if Panther is out there or not, but let's talk to Tower, and I'll say we'll request taxi for
Mudhand
departure.
1, 2 ship, F-16s. Request taxi. Good evening, Mudhand 1, your number 2 for departure. All present position. Give way to Panther 3-2, F-16, taxiing Papa.
Okay, so they haven't left yet, which means time compressed. We'll wait for Panther. Alright, my wingman's ready.
Mudhand 1, taxi Papa, Alpha, Kilo, and hold short, runway 13.
So,
Panther
runway
3, 2 ship, F-16s. Request taxi. Good evening, Panther 3, your number 2 for departure. All present position. Give way to Mudhand 1, 2, F-16, taxiing Papa.
Ah, dang it. Nose wheel steering. Let's see. Everything looks so foggy. I can't tell what's what. Alright, there's a sign that I'm familiar with. Maybe it is getting foggy tonight. Yeah, here's the thing. I need to figure out which runway we're going to. Runway 13? Right? If runway 13 should be this way. Or if the winds change so quickly that there we go. Those are the lights I was looking for. Yeesh!
Panther 3, taxi Papa, Alpha, Kilo, and hold short, runway 13.
Yeah. According to the chart, this is correct. Golly. Like I've never done this before.
Panther 3, taxiing.
Ooh, it is getting dark out here.
Mudhand 1-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 24630.
Okay. Let's tell them that we are ready for takeoff.
Mudhand 1, 2 ship, F-16s, ready for departure.
Mud N1, hold short landing aircraft.
Oh, there they are. There's the other one. Once I get into the sky, I'll turn on my night vision goggles. Actually, I could turn them on right now. Oh, it looks so weird. There's also like a night vision version of the HUD.
Falcon 4-1, contact below. Switch to 7190.
Oh, there it is. Day, night.
Falcon 4-2, contact below. Switch to
Okay, so they just
7190.
turned off the runway. We should be contacted next by tower. Come on. When's our takeoff time? Should be 48, right? Yeah, takeoff time is in 4 minutes. Slightly early. I think that's what they're waiting for. Does time compress a little bit? That's 46.
Mud
Here we
N1,
go.
warning tower. Wing 060 at 0 knots. Runway 13, you are cleared for takeoff.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but everything looks clearer to a degree. Like I can see a lot of stuff. Everything looks a lot better. Switch to landing lights. Doggone, I can't see that good. I think we're supposed to stop somewhere up here. I'm gonna turn my thing off and then turn the HUD to night mode. Oh, there he is. Alright, turn and burn, let's go. Gotta make sure to stay inside the lines. Airspeed's alive. And 170.
Panther 3, two-ship, F-16s, ready for departure.
Panther 3, warning tower. Wing
2,
060
airborne.
at 1 knots. Runway 13, you are cleared for takeoff. Mud N11, contact departure. Panther 3, hold short.
Mudhen 1-2, on my way.
I'm pretty sure they said I could contact departure.
Mudhen shift. F-16s, 5,000. Mudhen 1, Veronique. Departure. Fly heading 090. Resume on navigation.
Alright. 22,000 feet is what I think I read. Is what I think it is, okay. Oop. Wanted to get just a little more power. Okay, yeah, there really is a difference between daytime and nighttime. I was just making sure that it was simulated to some degree. And also shocked that it was simulated to that degree.
2, in position.
Alright, 2. You can go wedge. Nope, I need wingman.
Mudhen 1-2, go wedge. 2.
Ooh, it is dark. Turn on the lights just a smidge. Let's go to this chart. I think I need to turn my night vision off.
2, in position.
Alright, miscellaneous, RCL. Sequence over. Elevation, azimuth. Good. And then roll. Okay. Himix is all good to go.
Panther 3, airborne 2 ship. F-16s, 3,000. Panther 3, Veronique.
Yeah, I should have changed it to tactical comms. Alright, so now as we wait for the long climb to 22,000. Because, I mean, we are quite heavy. So 22,000 feet. We'll go ahead and just slow ourselves a little bit. And turn our autopilot on. Now while we're in the sky, let's go to Master Air mode, go to continuous, let's get data link. Where is... Oh, is it delete? Yeah, it is. The delete key. Okay. There they are. So steer point 2, is that our holding point? Yes. Till 1801. Turn on the lights. It's 7:55, 19 seconds to 01, so 1801, yeah. And I can already see our dead escort ahead of us on the not the DED, and they're at 20,000 feet, so we shouldn't collide with them at this time. Righto. I feel like we should be good. Yeah, okay. Yes, that's the holding point. Okay, gotcha. Since we're going 380 knots, 755. Alright, so we got here about a few seconds late, which I am impressed. We can try to save some fuel, eh? So we'll be here till 18. Let's check in with AWACS. 6.
Magic 2, Mudhead 1-1, checking in.
Alright. That away, if we run into any troubles, they should tell us. I hope. Alright, gonna go to cruise. So my ETA, once it hits about 7 or 18, 30 seconds, I'll start turning back into steer point 2. Right, and then yeah, then just literally today, or at the time of the recording today, I also have received Aces of Valor, because when I looked at my board game collection and noticed that I didn't have any sort of World War I kind of airplane aviation games in my collection, that I needed to fix that. So I got Aces of Valor. I chose that one because it was between that and then what was that other game? It's gonna come to me. The other game was Western Front Ace by Compass Games. Now, Western Front Ace, I had watched the production of that, or the development of that, for like 2 years, it seemed like, and was really excited about its release, and then it released, and I don't know why, I don't know, I just didn't want to get it. Also, the price point of like $109 was a bit steep, and pre-ordering was, I think, $70 or $80 to pre-order it, and it had been in development for so long that I was starting to...
Gypsy 4-1, package marshal.
Okay. So I was starting to lose faith that it would ever be released, even though they kept giving updates, but they kept pushing back the printing dates. So I was very concerned that it was never going to get released, so I never pre-ordered it. And then I've also played another one of, I want to say Gregory Smith is the designer of that board game. And I have another one of his designs, which was Interceptor Ace, the first one. And I did enjoy Interceptor Ace. I liked it. And it was neat to have all the different variations of all the airplanes, but the variations were so slight. And I was like, well, you know, I should be turning into it. Yeah, the differences between aircraft were so minimal that it almost didn't matter. Almost. Because, I mean, it was pretty cool still. Like, you know, 109 would have a nose cannon and just machine guns on the wings. Others would have, you know, machine guns in the nose, cannon in the nose, and then cannons on the wings, and then give you more firepower. So, I mean, the variations were enough in what I was trying to simulate. So I had gotten used to that style. I knew that style of game, and I don't know, I just wasn't drawn to the World War I version like I thought I would be. So then I saw Aces of Valor that got released. It was last year. Can't believe I somehow missed that one. But it got released last year, and I kind of like that one a little bit more just because it was simplified. And in this day and age of gaming and stuff, I'm trying to keep the complicated games to a minimum. And I know this one is kind of a complex game. Falcon is fairly complex. But
Gypsy 4-1, package departing push point.
but then again, I've been playing Falcon for I don't know, close to 15 years? I can't remember what I said last time. May have found it in 05? All I know is about when Falcon Allied Force, that's when it started. So whenever Falcon Allied Force released, that's when I started playing Falcon. And then as soon as I heard about BMS, I think it was back with BMS 4.3, maybe 4.29, is when I started playing BMS. And then from that point on, that's what I was playing. So I guess it would be close to 12 years? Has this game been around for that long? Somebody in the comments will let me know and tell me how long Falcon BMS has been around, but I feel like I've been playing it now for about 12 years. And it could be way longer. I'm just being very generous. But I want to say 12 years. Because I started working, because when I got my first job, it was before I got my first job. My first ever job is when I played BMS. And then my job helped me to get a full-on HOTUS setup along with Track IR. So that was when I was working, my first job. I think that was the first things I spent my money on, other than a car and gas and food, was saving up for a full-on HOTUS and then Track IR. Alright, so I'm about a minute late. So yeah, playing this game is kind of like riding a bike a little bit. You need to be brought up to date on some of the things and get updated on some of the new systems that are being implemented, like getting the IFF system good to go, which reminds me. Do I have to be in Master Air mode? We're just going to do mode 4. Okay. So steer point 4. So we should be high enough and be out of most of the SAM's range, I want to say. But yeah, so that's why I skipped on Western Front Ace. Now I still might pick it up. I may give it some time for the price to come down, or even if somebody is selling it used, I'll probably pick up a used copy of the game. Because there's no way I'm paying $109 for a game like that. When I've played Western Front Ace, and I think that was a little bit overpriced for what I got. Not to say that the game is bad. Western Front Ace is incredible. It's fantastic. I really enjoy playing it. It kind of reminds me of like the first time I played IL-2, like back in 02. So it's a great game, classic design, but when it comes to, you know, buying another kind of clone of it, just slapping some biplanes on top of it, I don't know. I'll just wait for the price to come down or get it at a good deal. But Aces of Valor, I think I like the squadron aspect of it more. Even though the looks like I got a flat face spike. I'm not going to use my jammer. I'm very selective when to use the jammer, because I think, if I remember right, the radar burn through is modeled. Excuse me. So if you use the jammer too long, eventually the radar's going to burn through the scrambling and then be able to lock on you anyway. So I kind of just want to save my jammer for when I really need it. So steer point 4, I need my allergies. There we go. Let's do an IFF scan. Just to see who returns mode 4. Looks like everybody did, except the F-18s. F-18s did not return a mode 4 response, but I know who they are. It's the important thing. Okay. So what's the difference between showing up at steer point 4 and then steer point 5? 9, 14, so about 5 minutes. So in about 1 minute, let's increase speed. So in about 1 minute, I'm gonna switch to master air to ground mode, and then power up the GBU 39s. Anyway, so yeah, that's what drew me to Aces of Valor. More of the squadron aspect, commanding an entire squadron. It kind of reminded me of like the old movie. I think it was 06 when it came out. Flyboys. About the Lafayette Escadrille, or Escadrille, however you want to pronounce it. Well, we're about 2 minutes out. So at, man, looks like we're about ready to dump our drop tanks. And there's a battle at Zagreb, which should almost be done. They're retreating from Zagreb, and then we all set to go. Okay, so most of the SAMs should be done. I just kept the threat circles just in case. Just to give me some SA. It looks like AAA is the only thing that's going to be a problem. Alright, I'm going to switch to air-to-ground mode now. I'm going to go to SMIS. I'm going to start powering up the GBU 39s. Wow. Hello. SA2. Let's turn on the jammer. Mud Spike for SA2. TGP is on standby. Switch it to air-to-ground mode. Shoot.
Chaff, flare. Chaff, flare.
Alright, so all that I'm doing right now is just trying to adjust my altitude as much as I can. Speed and altitude.
Gypsy 4 in.
So speed and altitude adjustments just to keep the radar guessing at where I'm at. Should be all set to go. Ladder. Let's see. Can we do ladder? Yep.
Mudhead 1-2, go ladder. 2.
Alright, so let's go to steer point. Enter. TGP. Master arm on. So I'm not getting the picture quite yet.
2 in position.
Where is cursor 0 on here? There it is. Cursor 0 on the position. we'll keep it on white hot for now. Smith's page. GBUs are ready. Let's go back to HSD.
Gypsy 4, Magic 2, be advised, hostile bearing 07031, 19,000.
31 miles, 19,000 feet. So they're to our left. Ack. Yeah, they're over there. Looks like there's more than one AA gun trained on me here.
Sunrise.
Didn't get hit. Alright, we're in the JIZ zone. I know what that sounds like, but just bear with. Oh, it's not slow.
Gypsy 4, let's go home. Gypsy 4, Magic 2, be advised, hostiles bearing 10531, 19,000.
That's where they're at. Ah, dang it. Okay. So we can do wide about 100 feet. So let's start with that one. Let's go to the mark page. Not the HUD. TGP, that's what I want. So I mark the TGP. Zoom in some more. We'll do this. Alright, so that is the steer point number 27. Let's return out of here. Steer point 27. Enter. Cursor 0.
Counter. Shaft. Flare. Low.
Why?
Cruiser.
I'm gonna die.
Cruiser.
Did I die? I can't see. I can't see. I'm just gonna let it ride here. I was so mission focused. I'm just gonna wait because I want to see if I actually blow anything up. Oh, I did die. Okay. Yeah, I was extremely mission focused. I really wanted to look smart. Who's on fire there? Or if that's Wingman, I can't tell what that is. I just see something on fire. Yeah, so MiG-29. I think what I saw in the RWR. And good lord, the system took over. It like dumped everything. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and end mission. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm at. Go away. So, technically I got nothing. Captain Hill went MIA again. Alright, so apparently I had 2 misses. So AAA. I think that's an adder. So I got 2 launched. 1 the pod took care of. The second one took me out. So Square Pair and Barlock were destroyed, but did they help us? No. What's wrong with you, Gypsy?
Boxer 8-2. Attacking ground target. Bullseye 2, 4, 5, 2, 1.
I don't even see him up here on for the intel. So I guess AWACS were just as surprised as we were that we got ambushed. Well, they did tell us that there's, hostiles at 070, 31 miles and closing. Should have reacted to that threat a little more seriously. Lesson number 1 learned. Should have taken that seriously. Lesson number 2. This is, they engaged MiG-29A northeast of Novska. Which I think that was our area. I don't know. So 1 F-18 was rescued, so 1 got shot down. Probably the only reason I got horrible was because I didn't bail out. Man. Okay, so now that I know it's nighttime, I probably won't do another mission until daytime. But also, as we can see, Zagreb, most of the enemy have retreated out of the area. We have some contact going in along the flot there. A huge push, I guess on the Bosnian or Croatian border, is what I'm guessing this is. So huge push there, super huge push in the north as well. Just a small holdup in Zagreb. That's I guess one of the big major cities that should be getting into the pocket of resistance. I guess in this area for Blue 4 is doing quite well in breaking out. I think these are enemy. I can't remember. I know they're using MiGs, but these might be enemy. In any case, we can see a huge portion of the radar net has been taken out, and I'm guessing that's from the SA5 site. So, take the wins where we can. So my logbook, let's see, that's death. Looks like number 4. My score is still good, and I'm still first lieutenant. Did not get demoted as of yet. Only my second mission as a second lieutenant. Technically died, but that's alright. But yeah, lesson learned. Take that threat more seriously. And I forgot rule number 1, which was self-preservation of all things. That I didn't have to complete the mission every single time. So as soon as I got the miss or the launch, or not the launch, but got hard locked by the MiG-29, should have just dumped the bombs, switched to Cat 1, and tried to engage the MiG-29 if it was, I don't know if it was solo or a pair. And then in the same vein, I probably should have just engaged the MiGs outright. I should have just, once AWACS said, hey Gypsy, you got bandits at 070, 31 miles, 19,000 feet, just so you're aware, I should have just been like, well, I'm just gonna go blow them up. And then we won't have any problems. So that's a couple of lessons learned on that one. So I want to learn from those mistakes for the next one. Well, thanks for joining me on Falcon Friday. We'll see if I can make that a weekly thing. Hopefully just, instead of trying to do 1 upload a day like I was with Tiger Spirit, I think I'm going to set a more achievable goal, which is 1 flight a week You know, just trying to get the motivation from somewhere. Alright, well, thanks for joining me on this flight this day, whichever day you're being able, or that you're able to do this. But this is Callsign Scooter, and I... Come on, controllers, get out of my face. And I am signing out. Till the next one.